Hey guys, this is Ava Frost. I'm going to be making a series of videos about setting up a stream so you can cam, and some tips to make your stream more successful. I wanted to do this because when I started camming, I couldn't find any good resources really explaining how to get set up and started, and it was really confusing to get everything up and running. But camming changed my life. I made $1,000 in my first week, which was right after I lost my job because of the pandemic. And this was able to more than replace the income I was getting from that job. So I really just wanted to help anyone out that is also getting started and just trying to make this easier for them, and give you guys some tips that I've learned about making your stream more interactive and engaging. You don't need good equipment, but it for sure helps. You at least need some good lighting and a decent camera. Your webcam on your computer can work, but if you invest a little more in something better, it will really make a world of difference. I'll make a separate video about the equipment that I use and how I get it set up and working with my stream. I'll also make a video showing you how to use your smartphone as a webcam, because usually everybody has a smartphone, and that smartphone is most likely better than the webcam that came with your computer. I will also link all of the equipment that I use below, but the first step is downloading and setting up OBS. OBS stands for Open Broadcaster Software. It basically just controls your stream and the quality of it. The campsites have the option of letting you stream through the browser, but OBS has a lot of different benefits that I'll show you in the videos coming up. But in this video, my goal is just to get you streaming. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is just open up your internet browser, and we're gonna Google OBS Studio. And it should be the first thing that pops up. It looks like this. You're gonna hit download, and you're gonna pick which kind of operating system you have. I have a Windows, so I'm gonna download the installer for the Windows. I already have it downloaded, so just to save time, you would normally just hit save, but I'm gonna hit cancel. So once you have it downloaded, you are going to double click on the OBS installer. It will just have you hit like yes and then next and just go through all the steps. I can't do that. I already have it downloaded. I'm actually recording this video with OBS, so I can't try to install it. But there's no special settings you need to do, just go through the steps as normal. Okay, so this is OBS. It might look a little confusing, but it's really easy. For now, you just need to get used to the software and to the four main sections. So there is your scenes, your sources, your audio, and your controls. First, let's go into the settings to set up connecting to our campsite and make sure our quality is good. The button to get into settings is in the bottom right corner, and once we open that, let's first go into the stream tab to set that up. In the stream section, there are two things you need to fill out. You need your stream key and the URL of the site you're going to be streaming to. In the first box, select custom, and then the info for the other two boxes is on Chaturbate or CamSoda or whatever camming site you're going to. I'm going to use Chaturbate for this example, so let's first go over to Chaturbate, log in, and then go to the broadcast yourself section. Once you are in this section, you may need to select the option that says stream with OBS. Once you have this open, there is a box that says RTMP/OBS broadcast information. That's going to bring up a new window. You will see this long list of keys. That is your token. Make sure you don't show that to anyone, because with that key, they can access and stream to your stream. There's nothing you can do about it, so don't show it. Copy this code and then paste it in the stream key section in OBS. Then go back to Chaturbate and select it and copy the RMTP link and paste that in the second box in OBS that says server, and then hit apply. That sets up your stream. So once you hit start streaming, it will go to Chaturbate. But first we need to finish setting up your quality and settings and adding in your camera and mic. So let's first jump over to the output tab. So output controls the quality of your stream. We are staying in the stream tab because we're not setting up recording. I'll make another video about recording your stream so you can use it for clips in other places, but we're not looking to do that just yet. It looks confusing, but there's just 4 things you need to know. The first is your encoder. I have a nice video card, so I'm using the NVIDIA H264 new. You might have only like an X264, but if you have one that says H264, especially if it says hardware, then use that one. This is basically how your computer is going to turn your video into stream online. If you have a video card, this will help your computer not have to work as hard, but it's not necessary. The next thing is your bitrate. So this is the actual quality you're choosing to be sent to your stream. This has to do with the upload speed of your internet. I recommend keeping this at 5,000 if you're streaming at 1080p. Right above that is rate control. I would set that to CBR, which means constant bit rate, and that will keep it at 5,000 per second consistently. You don't need to understand what all of this means. It's just what's controlling your quality. If you have better internet, you can go higher, but if you have crappier internet, you can still drop it down. I don't recommend going lower than 3,000 though. Third is really easy. It's the key frame interval. Just set that to 2. I'm not gonna get into why you need to keep it at 2 and all the technical reasons, but most streaming sites just want it at 2. So the most important is rescale output. Make sure that this box is checked and select 720p. Unless you have really good internet, then just leave this box unchecked. Now we are going to go to the video section. In here there is 3 things you need to worry about, and this first one is base canvas, and that's usually just whatever size your computer monitor is. Mine is a 4K monitor, so that's why it's set to that. You have the output section. Usually you would just set that to 1080p. I sometimes have mine set to 4K. That's usually for when I'm trying to record videos like this or record my screen during my stream and use those videos for other things like in OnlyFans and things like that. And the last thing is going to be frames per second. Most of the time when you're looking at videos to help set up your stream, it's for people that are gaming, and you're going to want 60 frames per second. We are not gaming, so we don't need to do that. I would set mine to 24. That's what I recommend. It's going to make it look more cinematic, and yeah, just a lot better than if you were gaming. And having it set to 24 frames per second helps your computer not have to send as much information to your stream, to the site you're broadcasting from, making your quality a lot higher, making it a lot easier for you to stream with a higher quality if you have worse internet. Then you just hit apply. Okay, so now we are going to go to the audio section, and I know this looks really confusing, but it's actually really simple. There's just one we worry about. It's called mic auxiliary audio. So you're going to hit the drop down. For most people, it's going to be the default one. That's what comes with your computer. If you've bought a different microphone for this and you have it plugged in, it should still be fairly easy because it'll be clearly labeled. So just click the mic that you're wanting to use and then hit apply. Now if you look down at the bottom where our audio mixer is, you will see audio coming in. That's how you know it worked. Just make sure when you're talking it doesn't go into the red, or it's going to sound bad. It's going to just kind of clip and sound like garbage. If it does go into the red, just drag this little bar down until it's not in the red anymore. Okay, so now you're gonna hit OK. That is all for the settings. You're almost ready to stream. We just need to set up your camera. So we need to look at the scene sources and just double check our audio section. So for camming, there's only 2 sources I can really think of. It's your basic shot, and then for me, I use a zoomed in shot. So to set up a new scene, you will hit the plus button and give your scene a name. Okay, and then so we have a scene. From there, we are going to move over to sources. Sources are basically all the different things that can go into your stream, from your camera, your microphone, recording your screen or showing your screen, to having your OnlyFans link on as an overlay, or when you're camming, showing your lush being controlled. I know it sounds like a lot, but we're going to just be starting with the camera right now. To do that, you will hit plus under sources, and we are adding a video capture device. Click on that and give it a name. I'm going to be using my phone for this example, so I'll be calling it iPhone. then you'll hit OK. Okay, so under device will be all of your different webcams. I use a couple. I have a DSLR camera instead of a webcam, so I use something called a cam link usually. For this example, I'm using my iPhone. For you, you'll probably just have whatever webcam you have plugged in or built in, so there shouldn't be many options. Right now, I'm using OBS to record this and I'm using my DSLR, so for this example, I'm, like I said, setting it up with my phone. So I'm going to select something that says Epoch Cam. It's an app that you can use to stream with your phone or connect your phone and use it as a webcam. For these settings, I would make sure your FPS says match output FPS or is set to 24. Your resolution, just pick the highest your webcam will allow, which is going to be your highest number. For mine, because I'm using this app on my phone, I had to type mine in, but yours you shouldn't need to type in, it should just be in the drop down. And then you will go over and hit OK. Then once you get the camera set up, if it's not filling your whole screen like how mine is right now, you're gonna go over to sources and right click the name of the camera. You'll go over to transform and then fit to screen. And that should fix that. Okay, so if when you were setting up your audio and settings, it didn't work right, here's a tip on a different way to do it. First, you'll go over to settings and delete it. By doing this, you'll go to audio and then set that same mic auxiliary to disabled and then hit apply and then OK. And then under sources, you'll hit the plus and you'll pick audio input capture. Again, you're gonna name it like microphone or something and then hit OK. You should only have one mic in there unless you've gotten another one, but it should be obvious because they're named. So just pick the mic, whether it's the default one or whichever one you plugged in, and then hit OK. It's really important that you only have your audio set up in one of these, either in sources or in settings. So remember, if you're trying to do it through sources, make sure you delete it out of settings or you're gonna run into some weird issues later. And then you might see over here, it created another one that says iPhone. Again, if you're not using your iPhone, don't need to worry about that. But if you are following along with your smartphone, you can just right click and hide that. So you only should have one mic source shown. From there, as long as you see your stream in this preview window and you see the audio moving in this audio mixer, then you can start streaming by hit this start stream option in the bottom right of the screen over here. If for whatever reason you can't see your camera, make sure this little eye next to your camera source in your sources window is lit up. If it's grayed out, then that means you set it to hidden. So after you hit start streaming, all you got to do is go back to Chaturbate. You need to do this or else you won't be able to see your chat. But it'll just be open in the browser and then you could chat with everyone. Again, I'm going to be making more videos in the future about making your stream better. I have tips for setting up overlays and even streaming to 2 sites at the same time to really help your income. But for now, you should be set up and ready to stream. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. You can check out my stream on Chaturbate or Cam Soda. Just look up Ava Frost XXX and come check out my OnlyFans. I have a special link below for 50% off for the next 20 people. You can also reach out to me on Twitter. I have all these links below, but you can usually reach me there if you have any more in-depth questions. I appreciate all of you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope this helped make OBS and streaming a little less confusing. Again, thank you so much.